Remember, love.
Thanks, Becky. How's everybody tonight? Will that drive you? For any of you that don't know me, I'm Graham. Tyler's brother. Best man. I don't got much to say. I didn't write a speech. You would know best. Tyler, I love you dearly. You picked a good one. Ashley's an amazing person. She's perfect for you. You're not really perfect for anybody, but we still and just remember, happy wife, happy life. That's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. Next, I'm pleased to ask Ashley's sister Brittany to come and offer her words to the bride and groom.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I wrote something. Not a lot. Whoops. I'm Brittany, for those of you who don't know. I'm Ashley's sister, her maid of honor. She asked me to talk a bit about her, so that'll open the floor up to about anything. Sorry, eh? So Ashley growing up was always a very unique person. From her obsession with NASA, I think she was the only kid in grade 3 that could tell us about all the space shuttles and what's going on inside of them. I just took the smile and nod philosophy. Totally, that's awesome. She's also the only girl that I knew that can hunt and do ballet. By the way, Ashley, 17 more weeks till hunting season. Counted down for you. I know how much you like countdowns. And when we were growing up, lots of girls would end up flirting with guys. Ashley, she didn't exactly get along with most men. So when Tyler came along and she started to actually get along with him, we were pretty happy. And he was a little quiet at first, but he started to warm up and grow a backbone and... Keep going, Tyler, you can do it. Yep. So Tyler, I just want to give you some advice too about Ashley. Number 1, bunnies are friends, not food, especially buns. Number 2, stay away from cotton candy and Jones soda, especially after 9 o'clock. It gets interesting, but if you create a monster, you're dealing with it. And finally, even if you know she's right, or no, you're right, she is right. Remember, yes, dear, can go a long way. So thank you.
I would now like to ask Bryce Hawken, Tyler's cousin, to come on up, please.
Crap, he's got a phone with him. It's going to be a long one.
My form of speech is through phone. He already introduced me. I'm his cousin, Bryce. I'm living in Vancouver right now, but flew down for the wedding. And I'm really happy to be here to share this special evening with you. There's a fine line between what is acceptable in marriage comparatively to some start-of-the-middle relationship. us men have a way of digging ourselves a bigger hole, and the next thing you know, we're on the couch with no supper. So in lieu of this inevitable dilemma, I decided it would be worth the attempt to help my cousin out with some stern advice. Inspired by the great Johnny Cash, I give you, men walk the line. You know that question, honey, does this make me look fat? It's the scariest question us guys can get. And I recommend falling on the floor and pretending to go into a coma. Remember, the word chunky is a candy bar. Never use that to describe it. Women like a man that can cook, but what they love more is a man that can do the dishes. Some of these have already been said. The yes dear one. Remember, happy wife, happy life. Things never to say to your wife. I take the hockey game over the wedding DVD. That's really not your color. I bought you a cookbook.
Well, if it's how to cook
So
wild
what did
game.
you do all day? There's probably many more tips that ladies in the house could give me, but I'm sure the two of them will figure them out over the rest of their lives. And after reading these little tidbits, I kind of realized that I'm probably not getting married anytime soon. Like I was saying, being in Vancouver, I haven't been here to share a lot of memories with Tyler and Ashley that I would have really liked to. I'm sure over time I will get to know you guys both as a couple and together. And but what I do know is I see two people that really, really like each other, and they're perfect for each other. And that there's a quote by Dr. Seuss, and it really caught my eye, and said, you know you're in love when you don't want to fall asleep. Because reality is, everything's finally better than your dreams. And tonight is a prime example of that. And I'm sure all of us can think the same thing. Kind of not wanting the night to end. And our dreams couldn't possibly succumb to the wonderful celebration of my cousin's wedding. So, no one else has done a toast. But I forgot my cup over there, so I'll just toast. To my cousin Tyler and his new wife Ashley, may you share a long and happy life together. And remember, Tyler, stay on the line. Cheers.
I can't tell you how thrilled I am to ask Tyler's father to come on out.
Pencil and paper, I'm impressed.
It seems like such a short time ago when Karen and I were getting married, and here we're at a very exciting milestone for us. Our baby girl graduated high school, starts college in the fall. We celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary a month ago, and today our oldest just got married. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Ashley to our family. We are very thrilled that our son chose such a wonderful person to share his life with, and we get to add another daughter to our crew. We wish you a very happy life together.
Does he have a drink? All right, Dale, you're up. Come on down.
Hi guys, I'm the father of the bride, obviously. There we go, we got that done. Anyways, well, I know these guys, they are, this relationship was the divine invention. If any of you guys know my mother, she always was really prided herself on being a matchmaker. I gotta tell you, if any of you guys know when Tyler actually asked Ashley out, it was on my mother's funeral. I know she had something to do with that. Anyways, now I have another story. If anyone knows the story, this is the knife. When sometime shortly after I had my second daughter, people were telling me, you know, you're going to need to get a big stick to chase all these boys away. I said, no, I've got the answer. It's my knife. I'm going to take and engrave 2 words on the side and hang it above the door. Any idea what those words were? Birth control. So, anyways, Tyler comes over to our place for the first time. What happens? David decides, I've got to introduce Tyler to the knife. I love my son. It's great. Anyways, it's here. I hope someday that you guys inherit the knife. And I appreciate that my son had the guts to do it, because it saved me doing it. Anyways, guys, I would like to say that Tyler, you're already considered part of the family before today. But we're so lucky to have you. You're caring, you're loving. You appreciate Ashley for who she is, and it's great. We're so happy to have you in our family. Welcome to the family. Thank you. By the way, this is our knife to cut the cake today.
Well, Tyler, you come next. After that.
Well, I hope that knife is gone far. It still gives me the chills. We are very honored to have all you guys with us tonight and today. It's been great. We're very excited and thrilled, and just like to thank everybody for coming out. Thanks, Mr. Banks, for being MC. There's many other thanks that I'm just going to thank everybody, because there's been a lot of hard work put into this day, and we really, really, really appreciate it all. Thanks.
Well said, everybody. We're now going to take just a couple minutes as Tyler and Ashley get ready to cut the cake, and then we'll ask you to come down for photos of that. Thank you.